Welcome to the Grand Design series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're picking up on the 7th of November 1976, which is about 4 months on from the end of the last part. And the reason we're starting going into winter is twofold. The first thing I need to do is check the heating in our major town here, because I've got a horrible feeling that, especially with respect to the heating plant here, I don't think this heat exchanger is really keeping everybody nice and warm and toasty in this area. You can see that the heating pressure's there, but we've already got 3 heat exchangers. So what we're going to need to do is look at putting in another heating plant over here, which could be quite interesting. And of course, this town has got to grow considerably in order to support our area here, which I think I did a quick calculation is going to need about another 6,000 workers, because at the moment most of the workers in this area are gainfully employed. Now, one problem I've discovered is that this beach cafe bar is tends to kind of close down in the winter. So I'm building a proper pub out here that should supply all the needs to this area and possibly out this way as well. And there's a good chance that we may have to demolish this thing. So the other main reason I wanted to be in around at this time of winter is the fact I want to see how the efficiency of my farm is, because I've got to start working on another long-term project. And I'm going to be completely upfront. This is probably an area of the game which I just never really got my head around, and that is using raising livestock and producing meat, which I'm thinking about over here, but I need to plan it because it's a very awkward building to kind of get in here. We have got the potential workforce in this area to, if we expand, because I've got buildings here which have got nobody in at the moment, which is okay. We've also got a bit of a surplus population which we need to kind of absorb. So we got a few things to do. In fact, we got quite a lot of things to do. But if I want to start by working in this area, and apologies that we are going to have the game on pause for quite a lot of the time. Now, what I want to do here is plan some accommodation, but also, now I think we'll start with the heating plant. We're going to need another full-size heating plant out here. I think it's going to be quite important, and we are going to go for a full-size one. I did consider the possibility of how can you put it? I did consider the possibility of using alternative heating sources, but I think given the fact that this is given the fact that we've got a coal mine nearby, it seems kind of logical to. So what we're going to do is put you in there. Of course, we're going to have to run you down to there, like that. And of course, we will need a footpath. Make sure it gets through there, because we will. I think what we may have to do, which means that we are going to need a bus stop out here, small bus stop, or can we use another form of transport? No, I think because these only need, I mean, we're not going to bring out vast numbers of people. So what we're going to do is put a bus stop there. Is that power supply? I didn't consider the power supply. Okay. Because another growing problem we've got is a shortage of power connectors. Okay, I think what I might do is we'll redo this so that we don't have to put another power supply in up here. So if I can put that heating plant in, get you, because this heating plant isn't anywhere near overloaded, so, and we can hook you in the asphalt. Don't want to kink like that. Push you in like that. You will have the control there. You can put that road there. So we got this heating plant here, and first thing we're going to need to do is put in a major heat exchanger. We put you up on this hill. That would be ideal if we could get it in there. We could probably get it in about there actually. Now I think if we put it there, and then we will need go underground. Put you there. That's the most important connection. The other connections can wait, because this is the connection that we need to support this area here. Now, of course, this isn't really going to help in the short term, but what I am going to do is bring in... We don't need a footpath connection here, so we can speed the process up by putting you in there. And more importantly, you can go underground, get you working on... Actually, we'll get 5 working on it. What is 4? Oh, this is the road crew. Okay. Get the road crew working on those as well. Actually, what we can do... Oops. Pressing too many buttons. I think you've got a lot of unfinished work, but this, I think this well within the remit. So that's going to give us a second heating plant, which we are desperately going to need. The next thing we're going to do is I need to work on some accommodation. And that also reminds me, as usual, guys, big thank you for all your comments and feedback. You guys give me a lot to think about. Now, I did get a question comment from somebody who asked me about these apartment blocks, which I use. These come from a mod called Blocky, and you can actually see it, or Blockovi, which you can find. Just do a search for Blockovi. And the reason I actually like using these is that they've got really good capacities, whilst at the same time they have a small footprint and they don't need roads. I mean, my main bias against the actual in-game buildings is that they tend to have a limited capacity, and also that capacity can also often require roads. Now here I've got this pub, because I've realised that this cafe bar thing is actually a bit of a waste of time, so we're probably going to knock this down to make some space. Yeah, it was a bit of a mistake building it. So I put these blocks in here to make sure we don't want anyone moving into these. I need to try and keep control of this area. Now there is a super large building, which I will show you. If we'll need to go to mods residential, which is associated with the Blocky. And I must admit, I've only ever built it about once, because if you actually look at it, just go through, I should be able to find it. There it is here. This holds 700 people. Now the advantage with this is that if I could get that in maybe a little bit closer like that, and this, the advantage of building buildings like this is that because they've got quite a large center or from where they work from, the walking distance can be calculated, but at the same time, they can be a bit awkward to use. So I'm not no. Plus the downside is, this is one of the reasons why I don't use it. This has got 698, and if I show you, if we go back to this residential one, we use the extra one. This gives us 400. So if you think that I can put in 2 little blocks like this, which I could probably, could be great if I could put a block up there and get into. I'd like to, if possible, get to that store, but we've got some kind of rocks and stones here. Actually, I think we're not going to worry about too much. We've got space here. Now, the next thing I need to do is get up to here, because this town has to be populated in the next part. That means I'm going to need a distribution office down here. Just find a distribution office. I'm going to put you smack bang opposite there. Get you. This distribution office is going to be the way to get food in here. Now we've got virtually all the services in here except the key one I've been putting off, which is electricity. So what we're going to do is we're going to start. Oh, I've already put one out here. Okay, I wasn't aware that I'd built that. But the next thing we're going to need to do, because as far as I know, there are no electric substations in here. Let me just check. We've only got the one power substation, which is up there. Which I think what we will do, we'll start with that one, and we'll run you. Of course, this will be vital to area there. Now the next substation I'd like to kind of put in over here, but we need to power, actually no, we need to power this, so we are going to put you on this corner here. Now this area is going to grow quite considerably, so what we're going to do again is we're going to pick off from the back here, and we're actually going to put a double line. Turn off F4 because it's trying to snap. So you can come to there. Now the rest we can come above ground. Yeah, covering that side of the town. We will need one in this area, the gas station, and also other bits and pieces like the railway station. So we will just tuck you in there, and we will nearly used up. The downside of using those doubled connections is that you run out of the power thingy very, very quickly. So this will cover this area, and then ideally what I'd like to do is put in, you will cover most of the church. I think if we put you there, probably get a power line in. Like that. To there. Okay, we're just going to get the live crew on that. We will certainly need this built, and probably more importantly, we will need this built here. The rest out that way isn't quite so important. We can build that later on anyway. So we've got that now set up. How are we doing here? This is okay. How are we doing? Is the pub finished? Not quite. Now comes the fun bit. First thing I need to do is check my construction trains. Make sure they are fully occupied here. You've got plenty of... Right, we need to know what jobs you guys are working on so that you don't overlap. You're working in here. Okay, and over there. So what we can do is... part of me says electrification, actually. You've got anything? All right, we're going to try and finish off the electrification up here. So we're going to get you guys working on that. Let me just see quick. Let's go over what the state of the electrification is here. Yeah, that's going to be something for later on. So we've now got this area here. Now comes the fun bit. Now just to explain. Oh, one other thing. Sorry about this. Is just want to check my status of the roads being built. And while we're here, we can actually check the farming as well, which is what I'm really meant to do. One thing I want to show you is things are getting a little bit out there over here, in the sense that we've got this area here, and as far as I know, we don't need power. Just want to check. No. Now what I've done is I've extended this road out to an experiment, because as you can see here, these are really filling up very, very quickly because we're getting lots and lots of waste in here. And you can see these are already doing. So what I'm going to do is we're going to build a floor thingy out here, a big one. We don't need the radio. What am I saying? Radio. We don't need. Okay, we need a flat excavator. We're gonna have to. Don't really want to bring excavators out here, so. Now, for these to work properly, they are going to need a what we call it. I can't remember how much. I don't think these draw. So there's power consumption per day 6.7 megawatts. This will produce 15 megawatts. So what we're going to do is just tuck you out here. Put a mud road out here. And we'll get right here. It's like our prison population is building up again as well. You get there. We've got our road crew. Bottom here. I don't think. Yeah, you've got quite a lot, but yeah, the experiment I'm conducting here is to see whether this will decay waste faster than these. As you can see here, we're kind of filling up quite quickly. Anyway, so that's that done. Now I am going to drop a save on the way through, because what we're going to do now is going to involve messing about with templates, and sometimes that can actually crash the game. because what I want to do is we'll find this open flat area here. Now, what we're going to be working on is a meat production plant, and we're going to use the in-game meat production. And just to give you an idea, what you've got is these livestock farms. Now, these livestock farms turn 20 tons of crops and 12 cubic meters of water into 10 tons of livestock, which is fairly efficient for 50 people. And then what we've got is a range where we can store the meat. And then we've got the slaughterhouse here. Now, if you look at the slaughterhouse can process 150 tons of livestock into 60 tons of meat per day. Now, if you come back to here, you will see that 150 tons means that to keep the slaughterhouse going full out, you need the output from 15 livestock farms. Now, so if you multiply 15 livestock farms by 20, that means that if you had all 15 livestock farms operational, if you imagine that, you would need, what's that? Well, 10 would be 200 tons. So you can say 15 is 300 tons of crops per day, which is a heck of a lot of crops. Bearing in mind that, so we're never going to get that full capacity, but at the same time, in order to be able to justify building all this, we do need a fairly high level of capacity. So what I want to do is just do a little bit of planning here. I don't want 11,000. I'm going to go with 8,000. And we're just going to just want to find a nice big flat area, because this is going to be, whoops, I'm going to keep on doing that. Oops. So we got a livestock farm there, which we need to take. I'm just going to put some fake railway out as well this way. We'll leave it in template mode, because that's just to illustrate that we're going to have to bring crops in here by rail. There's no other way you can drive a livestock farm here. Now comes the fun bit. What I want to do is feed the livestock farms off of the actual factory. I think if we float you round that way and put you there, so we can get 3 livestock farms on each side. We flip you around again. Now, I'll be completely upfront. This is 100% hypothetical. Now, this one gets a bit more complicated, because obviously we got to provide the road connections in as well. So we could probably get you in there. Put you there. And if I flip you that way, so what we're going to have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's about the maximum number of livestock farms. If we went to the next size up, I seriously doubt it'd be really worth the effort. So we need to put the road in template as well, because of course these factories have, you're gonna have to move away a bit, because whether we like it or not, this is going to need to have a road connection, so that in case it catches fire, because we certainly don't want to lose it to fire. And we will put that connection in. Now comes the next level of fun, because we've got basically, well, if I put kind of a mud road round, so say for example we've got put We'll just build a straight grid around it, just to kind of give you. Probably don't need that way because we know the road's going to come out there. So now, say this road's going to come out and connect around the end of this one. Like that. Now, this isn't going to work. Okay, so that's all wrong. Did this the wrong way around. Right, the next thing we need is, because what we got to do now is get the livestock produced by these to the actual livestock range. Now, we could do it with trucks, but what I'm going to do is, again, this is going to be a little bit of a leap. Or we can put one there. The problem's going to be is, actually, if we put you there, you there, let's put that connection in there, remove you, put that battery connection there. Oops, no, that one's there. So that gives us 1, 2, 3 battery connections. Now, the slaughterhouse and the range has to be round here. So if we put the range in, or not the livestock farm, livestock hall, range, whatever you want to call it. We put you, say, like that. Actually, we can put you probably down about there. Now comes the fun bit. Fire station, forklift facilities. Now we got factory crossing. This is a factory rail crossing, which we will need up here. Let's put you there, which means the rail line will come in like that. Now this is a very long thing, so we will need to put a, why won't that connect? Anyway, I don't really need to worry too much about that. What I do need is, what we do need now is these. So I need to put that into there, and put you like that, because we will need to connect you to there, you to there, you to there. There's the road connection here. You come out that way, and we will get you down to this whole range here. What we're going to need also is a garage, in fact, forklift garage, which we probably best put on the end here. What does it say? It's probably the edge of this, isn't it? Okay. Kind of put you like that. Again, so we'll just use there's the road coming out, this one. Road comes out there. So we'll probably need a connection there. Actually, do we? Because we can go that way, but well, we're going to need a connection here so that the garage can operate. So put you about there. Then we will need a road crossing here, like that. That will come to there. So we would need to connect up. You will need to be connected there. So that will give us all the way to the range there. Could probably put, actually, we could probably make this one simpler. Ah, no, that won't work because, oh, well, we could use two fact. Actually, it'd be simpler if I remove that. No, not that. Sorry. Cancel that. Yeah, I can remove this. Remove this. Demolish you. I could get a connection from there to there. Now that will go through the garage, come down to here, go around to there. We probably don't need this. As you may guess, I'm kind of making, yeah, we do need this, don't we? Because that has to come into there. So that's a mistake. It's where we could do an undo button, but never mind. You can go there. So let me just take the roads out a little bit so I know which ones are the road connections. Like that. So what we've got here, that's a road connection. So this doesn't really make, but what I could do is, no, I think we can leave. Also, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 that side. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 that side. Yeah, I think that will work. And then you will go to there. Where does the road come out here? The road comes out here. Where's the battery connections? I think we can put you there. Get rid of this road here. I'm gonna put a make sure that will. Okay, this one's going to be a bit more tricky. Actually, I think we will simplify this. It doesn't really. I can put you there. Put the battery. I'm going to put you about there, like that. And connect there. We will need a road crossover there, like that. Remove you. This one will need a forklift road crossing. That we'll need a road crossing there. Push you out a little bit. Give yourself a little bit more space. Then Then we will need the what we call it. Yeah. Put you there to there. Back to the road crossing. Road into there. This one's connected, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 1, 2, 3 here. So this road comes out here, and in theory, it's on the wrong side. Can we flip this factory round? Let me just see if I can. It's a bit late in the process, but well, if we can flip this livestock farm round. Yeah, we can fit you in there like that. Hopefully this won't be too sharp. So we can select those, complete the roads. Okay. Is there any way we can make this better? Say, for example, if I... because the other thing we've got to consider is getting a workforce in here. So we've now got to this point, and we want all the livestock to flow down. One thing we haven't got, which we will. Okay, so that's there. That's there. What we will need is another forklift garage, which kind of part of me says here or here. We've got a connection here, haven't we? And then again, now I think if we put the forklift garage here, we can tailor it later on. This is just more for completeness. We put the forklift garage there, so we're gonna have 2 forklift garages coming in here. We will have a livestock hall here, and then of course what we're going to need here to finish this off is the actual slaughterhouse, which will need to go on the end here, and then off the end of the slaughterhouse we need a meat store. Now you could argue that the meat store will be, we could put a bigger meat store here near 350, but I think if we got 75 tons of meat sat in here, that's probably too much actually. If I flip that round, now I think what we'll do is we'll put the meat store on the end like that. Then of course what we would then need is a rail cargo station, because we're gonna have to ship the meat out. It was 350. I want to check something. What's the storage on my cold stores, which I've been using? That's 30 tons. This one is this is 75 tons. Yeah, I think if we got 75 tons of meat in here, and then what we would need to do then is put in the rail connection. So okay, I'm just going to drop a save, because now comes the even more fun part, because this is what we've built. Now we pick up the cloning tool, and I want to come out over here and effectively going to drop this into here like this. I don't want to get, I'm not too worried about the connection to the we need to be far enough away from there so that we don't have a pollution problem. Yeah, I think. Oh, I thought the game was going to crash then. Now, this is just going to be a very broad scope template now, which I may tidy up a little bit. I just wanted to get the main structure in, so we've lost a livestock farm here. That's okay. We can tidy this up. I think I've got the general principle of what I want. And then, as I say, what I'm going to do is in the next part or later on, we're going to fiddle around about how we're actually going to fit all this together and make it work. But I just wanted to get this done because, of course, the next thing we're going to need to do is think about wrapping a farm around it, or two farms actually, possibly down here. Because, as I've already mentioned, to get this actually operational, we are going to need a lot. So I'm happy with that. And what we can do now is just press Control and we'll just zap everything away here now. And this is what I've just done is a good example that if you're not sure about something and it's in an area that's crucial and you're not sure about the size, it pays to just practice in an area where you can do anything you want, because of course this was a nice, this was a nice flat open area. So if you've got a nice flat open area there, you can actually use it. So we're now going to let the game run so that we can start looking at a few other things now. Do a little bit of detail work, because the next thing I want to think about is getting a road into here, because this is going to be our next kind of town. And what I'm thinking is actually it's just kind of go a bit wide. F2. I just want to lay out the main road here. Do I really want the main road? No, I don't. Change of plans. We're laying in the main road at the moment. So, and what I want to do is run the main road through there. So if we kind of run the main road here. Along here. By running the main road along through here like this, the idea is that this will, how can you put it? The idea is that this will kind of allow us to build the town round. In fact, I think what we will do is going to remove you for the moment. Pull you back a bit there. What's that? Oh, cancel that. Remove, demolish. And what I want to do is run road to there. And we've got to keep this fueled. So we're going to put a scoop road round like that. It's a temporary road. Remove you. I think what I will do is we've got this temporary road here. I think we're going to make this into permanent. So run. And that bridge can stay for the moment. And you can run through to here. this road will there, that we can build the town in here. We got to build a road through into this area. And because it's dark, I think we got an opportunity here. Sometimes when you're planning fuel layouts, it's not brilliant, is it? Okay, what's the best we're going to get here? 35. I saw 36. We're not going to get a massively high. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to settle for. This is gonna be like 30%. There's a 56. Okay, can't build on water. 59. Right, what's up with here? I think what happens is there's little bits of water get left which the game can detect. Can't build on water. Wow. Probably if I bring the... Yeah, it's what we've got here is the fact that despite the leveling, we have to bring this out here. Enough. You come to about there. Got kind of nothing that way. So the best we've got here is 62%. Got 31% there. It's a little tiny patch of oil there, which is not worth the effort. So we got 31% there. This isn't going to be a... Okay, we got another bit of an area here. Yeah, we got water there. This is going to take a little bit longer, but we got the basic idea of where our pumps are. So we can bring the road in, probably connect you to there and one to there. Then we can branch another road out to there. Obviously we got a lot more work to do here because I think the oil gets a little bit better. It's not brilliant all the way through here though, but you've got oil to there. Can't build on water. Got 33% there. That's about the best we're going to get. No, 35%. I saw 35 there. Somewhere. There we are. So this is where our oil field's going to be. But we need a bit more work to do on it. We've got the road coming in here now. We'll start the guys building on that and that. We're on the 22nd of November. I'm just going to speed the game up a bit now. Right, we've got the bar staff here. Trouble is, we need this built. We're a little bit late to the game, but get this built. Obviously, the snow's coming in. This is where I'm going to be very interested because as it gets cold, we may have a... I want to keep an eye on this here. Also, I want to make sure that our... Okay, this is still going. This is built. And this is built. We got our fuel in here. Okay. This nuclear power station has got to be key. We've got to protect this at all costs. how's the waste here? We're not actually getting any real construction waste from here, just to show you that. If we, I was expecting to get more construction waste. We got a very tiny amount, but I don't think it's worth recovering. I was expecting a lot more construction waste from the uranium mines, but it just seems they don't. So I've got a bit of a redundant kind of thingy here. How are we doing over here? We're still holding up at 80%. Okay, where's the alcohol, guys? You get the alcohol flowing. That will make everyone a little bit more happier. We've got biological waste and burnable waste coming from here. Are you in range of anywhere? No, you're not. But we are going to need these to be covered anyway, because these blocks are too big for small level, low level connections. So if I can fit in, it'd be really nice if I could fit garbage collection silo just there, like that. And of course we will need our 5 crew on that. We're right, dump the priority on that. Okay, right, I just want to check the farms now. So we're gonna come here. Crops. Right, this farm is, we got a little bit of crop there, but we've not got that much in the way of loss here. This area has been cleared. Wow, that's brilliant. And we got over here, we've cleared these fields, although we got a little bit in this corner yet. But I think once we the farms have got better covered holes, and we may need to put an extra what we call it in here, harvester. This one is okay. You're full though, so we've got losses now on this one, but that's not the end of the world. And wow, we've got pretty good coverage actually. Yeah, this is full. And crop transfer, I think we can push you to 90%, and because that would alleviate the one where it's okay, we've got losses. I'm just going to pause the game now just to show you. So we didn't finish harvesting these 3 fields, but we can fix that with more accommodation. Also, we're probably getting 200% fertility here now, so that is good. We had 2 small losses here, but in theory this should be, that's got there. Traffic jams, just check that. Here we've got repairs going on. Right, so that is good. Next thing, just have a look at, check our trains again. Sorry. Because we really need to keep the pace up. Okay, our railway guys have that's been electrified, that's been electrified. I think it's time, I think we'll build that in. I really would like to lay the base track first before I commit to full electrification. Let me just see. Oops. Right, these guys have still got lots of track. Where are you laying all this track then? Got a little bit. You're not out of steel or anything stupid like that, are you? So where are all these trains then? Okay, you're laying track into there. Yeah. Oh, this is our main expansion line out here. You're working on that. Because what I'm trying to do is connect the two parts of the map now. You're laying the track into there. And the rest is all kind of queued up. Yep. Okay, so it is working. It's just taking a little bit of time. This area's kind of being built. Is everything connected? Let me just see. This needs to be built. Put somebody on that so we can get that finished. Not that it's particularly high priority. Okay. How did I know that was going to happen? We got a health risk here. Right, let's get back to our problem people. So they're always complaining that they've got no sport and things like that. But they've got sport right next to them. See, the heating is holding up, but as we get more and more people into here, it's not going to... Actually, just check this. Definitely got that there. Right, let's just see if we've got any spare accommodation somewhere around the map. Free flats. So we got... So we're not losing population at the moment, and we're around the 5th of December. Let me just go north and see if we got any population issues here. We got a small house here. Okay, wasn't aware that we were not allowing people to move into here, so they can move in. Might as well. Oh, yeah. Next thing. Forgotten all about this. Boards. Now, because we built our construction area here. In fact, let's just have a look here. This area has now got gravel, so what I need to do is put you guys onto that. So many things to do. Get there. Where's the... Not the repair. Where are you? Maintenance. I don't think you've got need gravel, but we'll put you on it just to make it complete. Where are you gone? There. Now, the next thing, got a small water well there. Got workers there, but they got no gravel, and I presume it's going to be equally true for over there. Thank you, game. So we're going to need a couple of dumpers here. Capacity, I want to standardize them, so just get those. So what we've got now is we should have everything built here that we need. Water, everything, although you're not finished. Okay, what's up with you? Pipes lines are connected. But the one thing we got missing is boards. And a long time ago I built this as a carpenter's workshop. So what we're going to do is change. This is full of boards, wood. But what I want to do is change this, make this one dimensional into there. So what we're going to do is bring you into here. We're going to put a one. I don't think What's the storage on this is 300 tons of boards. That should be more than enough for what we need. I want to push you out, not too far, but far enough so that you don't take away too many of the trees. And then out here, I'm going to put a helicopter. No, it's got to be a cargo platform, isn't it? Big one. And we'll put a cargo platform here. Hopefully that will connect that end road there. Get the road crew on this. That there. Can't build that just yet. And because generally boards are only used in construction, and generally unless you're working with like early start buildings, you don't normally need a lot of boards. So I think this would be more than enough to drive a long-term construction industry. So we've got that going there. This needs to be built as well, which is coming along quite nicely. Got no spare accommodation there. Let me just flip back to here. What I'm looking for at the moment, and this is what I do when I'm playing through the winter, because in some ways, if you're looking for potential winter problems in your mature cities, it's easier to go over and say, are there any free flats here? Now, it's not 100% foolproof because we've got this area here. But, and you can see here, we've got escapees, so we're actually losing population a little bit because we've got escapees. But that's just a fact of life with once your population gets to a certain size. So don't be too paranoid about it. Yeah, workers without jobs. This area is going quite good. And then we're back to this area here. And I've just realized I've gone way over time on this video, so this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. What I'm going to do now is just play through until the snow disappears, so that we can, in the next part, we can tidy up this area here and start refining it, and then possibly lay the foundations for a farm up here, possibly 2 farms. And then that will finish off the bottom right hand corner of the map, and then we can start thinking to bigger and bigger, better things. So until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.